everybody. I'm testing out a new program that I just downloaded, so hopefully this will work. Welcome to my Whatever Wednesday, and this is just a pop-up kind of thing. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I wanted to check out this new program, so I figured I'd do it with My Paper Pumpkin, August My Paper Pumpkin. Okay, so, and I'm not sure if I can see comments on here yet, so if you are watching me, just leave comments for me, and I will check back with them later, okay? So, Rose Ward here, Stampersdelight.com, and how's everybody today? Welcome to Whatever Wednesday. So, let's hope this works, okay? So, what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to show you the My Paper Pumpkin for August, which I did a quick video on that on Monday. And I'm going to show you a project or two that I did, alternate products or projects, and a couple of the ones from the My Paper Pumpkin for August. Okay. All right. So here's where I'm going to use my new program and see if I can switch the camera down without touching the camera. Let's see if it works. Okay. Okay. So here we have, again, this is my August online code. If you want to order from me online, this is my August code. Don't forget it's bonus dollars, so for every $50 that you spend, Stampin' Up! Will send you a $5 coupon. All right, so let me put this over here. So the My Paper Pumpkin for August, this is the August one, okay, and you'll see that there's two different kind of cards, and I'll show you what I've done with those. Again, I did this on Monday, and I showed you what came in the kit. So let's move that over there. So one of the cards, I actually usually change them a lot, but this one I love so much that I made a lot of the cards the way they showed. So this is the one card, and it's a sympathy card. You can see that. And then I just used another stamp for the inside that says with sympathy. Unfortunately, I did need a few of those this month. And then, of course, here's the envelopes. You get a few of the pink speckled ones and some of the green. So also what I did was I needed a birthday card. So I used the Botanical Bliss, I forgot the name of it. Anyway, I used the happy birthday from that because I needed a birthday card. And the set that comes with it is thinking of you, thank you, congratulations, and then a couple of inside sayings. But I wanted a birthday card, so I took the other cards and made a birthday card. And I used another saying from another stamp set. That's what I like about these stamps, because they coordinate so well. And you can see the little vellum and some of the twine. So that's another card I did. So here's one of my alternatives. Okay, so let me just take this apart and show you what I did to make this card first. Okay, so here's a Thinking of You card. And you'll notice that it's only half of the floral design, and then a piece of the mossy meadow green behind it. And then I have some vellum, again, from the My Paper Pumpkin. And it's just the Thinking of You. And I did stamp inside of that using the stamp that comes with it. It says, you make me so happy. So it says, Thinking of You, you make me so happy. So these two stamps do come with the set. But you see how I did that? I just cut this in half, and I'm going to show you how I did that. So this card has a very large floral pattern, where the other card has that opening here, and that's where that sentiment goes. Okay, we'll just move that. Now this one, which was also the birthday card, I cut in half. So I just took my paper trimmer, cut this half off, and this piece of white you could use for something else, and I made two strips, and they were 2 inches wide. And then I cut one a little bit bigger. Let's see, that was 2 inches. The strip was 2 inches. And then I made the mossy meadow, I think it was like 2 and a quarter. So that's how I did that. So I cut it in half. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do this again anyway, because by doing this, I can make more cards. So what I did, the first thing I did was I took 2 inches here, and I cut that off. And then I did the next part at 2 inches. Okay, just bring it up a little bit there. And now I have 2 strips and I can make 2 cards with that. And then of course this piece you can use for an inside saying. You could trim off that little part where it was already scored. I always cut them at 4 inches by 5 1/4, which so I can use this for the inside of another card, maybe a colored base card. So I have this. Nothing goes to waste. And then what I did was I just brought in a piece of my Whisper White that was already cut, folded that in half, and then I took I had my class here last night and I put everything away, so just bear with me. Let me just grab my adhesive. And then I just layered the flowered floral piece right on top of my Mossy Meadow. Go ahead and put that down here. And then snail that right onto the card. And again, I'm not sure how this video is coming out. I guess I'll find out when I rewatch it. And that might be a little bit too long, so I can just trim that off. Let me grab my scissors. And I'll just cut that piece off. I should have trimmed it a little bit more, but I just use the scissors to trim it off. Okay. Then I'll take one of the pieces of the die cut laser cut pieces that come with this, which I have over here, and I'm going to make this a thank you card. So I have the thank you already here, and a lot of times of course this comes with this small Blackberry Bliss, but I like to save those. I use them as door prizes or giveaways, and sometimes I just use them as a second stamp set, a second stamp pad for my classes. So I'm using the larger one. I'm going to go ahead and stamp thank you. And that laser cut die, I want to make sure I have it where you can see it. So there's my thank you. And then it comes with the twine. What I do with the twine, the way I do that is I just put a little snail down here. I just wrap it maybe twice around my fingers, cut off a piece. You can measure it, but I don't usually measure it. And then I just pinch that in the middle and put that right where I put the adhesive to hold it down. And then I'm going to get my dimensionals, because the dimensionals and the geez, I can't remember what anything is tonight. The glue dots come with the kit. I always put a dimensional right on top of the ribbon. That gives it an extra hold. So peel those off. Got stuck to my nail. They are sticky, but we want them that way. Look at that. It won't even come off my finger now. All right. There we go. That one is so sticky. Come on. Okay. And we'll just peel this one off. What I do is I put this down first, and you can pinch that back if you want the pink ribbon. I'll do it after I get it on here. But you see how, then I just play around with that till I get it the way I want it. Maybe I want it stuck in there a little bit more. There. And then I'm going to take some of the vellum. This set has nice green vellum, and it also has the clear vellum. So first I'm going to grab, I want a larger one. These have large and small leaves, so I'm going to grab 2 different leaves. This one and maybe this larger one. And I'm going to put a little snail on that. Normally I would use my silicone mat, but because everything's not put away from my class yet, it's not there. I'm just going to put that on there. This one, I'm going to do the same thing. A little snail on there. Slide it right under there. Press it down. Put that pink twine over it. And then I'll grab 2 pieces of the white vellum, and I'm going to take smaller leaves. You could also keep these, when you take all the vellum off, these are great stencils. So let me just pull this off. And again, I'm just going to put a little snail. I'm going to put that right on top at an angle. And I'll go ahead and do this one. Doesn't need much. Put that right in there. You could use the glue dots too. When I'm sticking it underneath something, the snail works fine. This guy, I want to move him around, so I'm just going to use my... There we go. So you have a My Paper Pumpkin alternative. And again, now I have this strip. This is the other side of the strip, and I can make another card. So again, you can make extra cards with the extra pieces, because there's a lot left here. The other thing I wanted to show you is that we have some stamps. We have a flower and a little doodad for the middle, and this little green leafy thing. Okay, leafy thing. So let me show you what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to take our little long note cards, and I'm just going to grab, let's see if one of these buckets for my class have a yellow in it. Oh yeah, there's my yellow. Okay, so this makes a cute little thing. I do a lot of thank you cards, so this makes a cute little thank you card for when my girls order. I like to put little thank yous or little note cards. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to stamp it once dark, and then just do a couple light ones. Maybe grab another dark one up here, another dark one maybe here, throw a light one in there, and another light one in there. And then I'm going to take that yellow, I don't know which yellow I grabbed, but I grabbed the pineapple punch, and I'm going to go ahead and right in the middle of that, I'm going to put some yellow. Now this I want to show up a little bit, so I'm not stamping off on this. I want the brightness. And then what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to use, again, the thank you, because I want this to be a thank you card, because it's just a little note card. And I'm just going to put thank you right there. And if I can find, let's see if I got a green stamp pad in one of my bins here. Let me just grab that from behind. I'll take the Mossy Meadow since I have that close by. And I'm just going to take some little dabs of that. And I'm going to stamp a couple times without re-inking, because I like the light and dark effect. So I have a cute little thank you card. And then, of course, we always like to do our envelopes. So again, these are those little long notes, love notes. Oh, I did that in the green. Oh well, that's okay. Be a little different. Grab the wrong color. Oh, this might actually work out nice. So let me just use my chamois and then do one in the right color. There we go. Works. Mistakes work. Put some yellow in there. And now I have a matching envelope for my little thank you card. I also can use the larger note cards and basically do the same thing. Only use the right color this time, and stamp a bunch of flowers, light and dark. I'm just going to go right down the edge here. Stamp off, I meant to stamp off that. That's what I like about this kind of a set. If you make a little mistake, nobody's the wiser. And again, just throw some of those in here. And grab that little green one again and just put some of those all around here. This one I didn't actually test out. I was just playing with. Got a little goober there. See how I got a little goober there? That's okay. This one I'm going to put thinking of you. Put that right there. And then let me show you how I'm going to fix that little goober. Nobody's the wiser. We'll even stamp off a little bit there. Take the yellow. Put some in there. And again with the little green guy. And you got a cute little thinking of you card. And then I would go ahead and I would stamp the matching envelope. So again, this was just a pop-up kind of quick little whatever Wednesday video because I wanted to try this new program out to see if I could switch from one screen to the other. The only thing I don't see is any comments, so hopefully you're leaving me comments, but I will get that together. But I just did this today and I want to try it out again. So here's some of the alternatives. Let me move that over. Here's another alternative by using a different stamp set with the My Paper Pumpkin. This one I'm not going to change too much. I'm not going to do a lot of alternatives because I really like these cards. And of course this one is the one that actually was done from the samples that you get. The other sample, is congratulations or thinking of you. And they put their thinking of you at the bottom. So these are just a couple of other little ways you can use the My Paper Pumpkin this month. But again, usually I do a lot of different ones, but I really like this set the way it is, except for the fact that I could get more cards made if I cut that one in half. So I hope you liked my little pop-up video. Again, don't forget that I'll be on Friday morning at 7 a.m. and I'm going to switch the screen back to me. Let's see if it works. Okay, so hopefully this worked. Okay, so don't forget Facebook Friday.